have executive session already on the agenda. We just didn't announce the second issue. You still have to be a councilman. You can't just throw this around.
Only till December, just saying.
Don't look at me. I made up my mind. We got way too much time.
Over that, I would say, Constance.
I'd like to wait for Ken to get back in so we can, because it sounds like we needed
Another
a
executive
second issue
session
that we didn't
for an
announce.
issue that wasn't on the agenda.
Ken said there was a second issue that we need to talk about, but we didn't announce it, and so we've got to go back in.
We have to go back in? Yeah, we have another executive session, so we need.
We started to talk about it, but
Whatever the
why
Ken
that?
thing was that wasn't announced as executive session, so we have to come back in and have a new executive
It's
session.
not a personnel issue.
I still don't know what you're talking about.
You.
At least for you.
Was I in this part of the meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely. Just.
See, we stopped him before we could discuss anything that wasn't executive session material, so it didn't even.
You were in the room, but not part of the meeting.
I'm there. I'm with you.
Dragging out this level of features here.
Never heard there was years of experience. I heard the first part of that one, but not the second.
Statements are being recorded. We.
Okay, Constance, go back to.
I ask that we have another executive session regarding a litigation lawsuit that's been filed.
So I have a question on that. If there was action that council was going to take regarding the first executive session, do we need to do that now, or can we do it after the second executive session and do all the action together?
Let's do it now.
Okay.
The action that I need to take.
Can we hold that for the next council meeting?
Are we back officially back now in executive session?
I move to suspend the rules so that we can add a motionable item.
Second?
What did you say?
He wants to suspend the rules to make a motion, but Councilor, I don't think you need to suspend the rules for that. I think we stated that there was possible action following the executive session.
I didn't hear that.
So, am I right, Ken?
I believe that to be true, yes. I will withdraw the motion.
So if you had a motion to make.
I withdraw the motion to suspend the rules.
Okay.
Suspend the rules.
Yeah, he changed his mind. So,
Regarding the, well, let's finish up with the first one before we adjourn to the second executive session. I'd like to say something.
Okay.
So I need direction as to what I am supposed to do in view of our discussion in the executive session. I believe it's to be call them, tell them to submit the contract,
Okay.
and wait for approval.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take for the second executive session?
We're dealing with one item. He's asked that,
I know, but I hereby, as chairman, I hereby declare that we move into a second.
yeah,
Can't do that.
You can't.
Can't do
And
that.
then it's over.
no.
One.
We have an action item coming out of the first executive session before we go into the second executive session.
I
An
move
action
that
that we
we-
need to take because of the first session.
Okay, the first.
I move that we
executive
direct
session
the
is
city
concluded.
attorney to call the investigator and have him defer any action until after the contract's been reviewed and passed.
Second.
What did you do?
he said that he moved the council direct the city attorney to call the investigator to cease action until a contract has been properly approved by council.
Okay. You second the motion?
Yes, I did.
All those in favor?
Well, speak to the motion.
Okay.
That just
Go
brings,
ahead.
that brings everything back into the proper procedure.
Okay.
He said he thinks it's a good idea.
I concur.
And it's moved and second. Roll call of council.
We gotta do,
I'm gonna call roll call of council.
yeah, you can't do that yet, sir. We gotta do debate by councilman, audience comment, and then you can do it.
Why are they gonna come in and talk
You gotta
about the
do it.
executive session? They don't know what they're gonna comment about.
But our rules of procedure say that before we vote on anything, we have to allow audience comment. So, but we do council debate first.
How can they make a comment? It's an executive session.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
Start your meeting.
Okay, debate by council.
Tell me the motion again, please.
I believe that the motion was that the council direct the city attorney to contact the investigator to ask them to cease their activities until such time that the contract is properly approved.
Okay, smart aleck.
Which smart aleck are you referring to? Me, Mr. Mayor?
Go ahead. You
Careful.
can speak.
You don't tell me that I can speak. As far as this motion is concerned and the action associated with the investigation that we're talking about, we need to follow the proper procedures, and before anybody works on anything, contracts need to be approved, first presented to the council. So that's the procedure, and that's what we need to follow.
Help me with that, I didn't hear him.
He said he thought it was a good idea too.
Any debate by the council on this issue?
Look up.
Do we need a special meeting for Monday night to approve the contract if we can get something by then? Due to the urgent need?
I would.
I think it's a good idea.
After the workshop? So that we have a chance
So
to
we
look
can
at
look
it
at the
after the workshop?
contract.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can look at it before we approve it.
So maybe we'll do that as a motion after we dispense with this motion. Okay. I said, we'll do that as a motion after we finish this motion.
Okay. Now, this one here is an executive session? I lost it, I couldn't.
We're still in a motion, in open session. And I think unless there's any other council debate, you can go comments from the audience.
Any comments from the audience about the executive session?
Who's on first?
No.
Now, that's the executive session, it's about the motion on the floor.
He said it's not about the executive session, it's about the motion that's on the floor.
Okay, the motion on the floor. Hey, you better take it, well, I can't hear.
You're doing a good job.
I can't even hear these people speaking.
Well, they didn't speak.
No.
I didn't hear them.
I can't hear the council members
Oh.
speaking.
Okay. So we're here.
Okay. State the exact, state it for me, will you?
I believe the motion was made by Councilmember Boldy, seconded by Councilmember Guyer, that the council direct the city attorney to contact the investigator and direct the investigator to not conduct any action until such time that contract has been reviewed and approved by council. Is that right?
That's correct.
And the contract will be, I mean, it'll be approved by council and brought to the council at the special meeting.
That's our next motion. That's our second motion.
Okay. Roll call of council.
Ken Walker,
Aye.
John Jones,
Aye.
Jeff Putnam,
Aye.
James Smith,
Aye.
Leanne Dyer.
Aye.
Thank you. The motion
None.
passes.
The motion passed. Now the second,
Oh, yeah. We have a, special meeting after the workshop
Okay.
next week.
the second motion, who made the second motion for the special meeting? Who seconded them?
I'll second.
You gotta let him finish the motion though. So what's your motion?
Move to have a special meeting after the workshop next Monday, so that we may consider approval of a contract that should be forthcoming.
No,
Second.
second motion. Any debate by the council?
You gotta go to the maker of the motion.
The chair recognizes the maker of the motion.
it's an urgent matter for us to get this, situation rectified and get us back in compliance with policy and code, so Monday's, I believe, the earliest we can reasonably have a meeting.
Okay, the chair recognizes second, the motion.
I've got nothing else.
Debate by the council, please.
I just want to clarify, the only item of business is approval of the proposal for a investigator to investigate whistleblower complaints. Correct?
Approve a contract.
Approval of contract.
Approval
for
of
an
contract,
investigator,
okay, all right. Thank you.
Go ahead and see.
Is there any other council debate?
Oh,
Any council debate?
Any comments from the audience?
No.
The motion before the council is a motion by Councilmember Putnam, seconded by Councilmember Walker, that the council had a special meeting on, do we know the date?
The 18th.
On the 18th of March, following the workshop on that same day, to consider approval of a contract for an investigator for the whistleblower complaint. Ken, did I get that right? Did you have another comment?
Not on this issue, after the vote.
Roll call, council, please.
Glenn Walker.
Aye.
Bill Hill.
Aye.
Josh Putnam.
Aye.
Dave McNabb.
Aye.
Leanne Ryder. Aye. Ralph Tolsky.
Yeah, sure.
Attention.
The motion carried. Mr. Lee?
There was a request for a second executive session. Ken, without further information, I think we can put this off until next week.
I won't be here next week, but yeah, that's fine.
Do you feel like you have enough information to, do you feel like he has enough information to give the information that you were going to give tonight?
Unless you want me to just update them, but other than that, I don't.
No, just that there's been litigation filed against the city. There's no summons or complaint attached to it, so we do not know the basis of their allegations. So we don't need that.
Because there's been litigation
No.
filed against the city, but there's no paperwork with it, so we don't know what it's about.
Yes, so we can wait.
I think so, yes.
Okay. So we.
No
don't-
executive, no second, no
No
second.
second,
There being no more business, we adjourn.
I can adjourn. Meeting adjourned.
Yeah?
Well, here comes the here we go. Meeting adjourned.
What's that nice about
Started out strong. Started out strong.
Even with my phone being a lot, so I know where shooting it down.
So is that a Wi-Fi only iPad?
Wow.